now my joy to introduce Abe Vazquez, who masterminds our digital media outreach through social media, videos, and so much more. Abe has been one of our busiest staff members during this time, and the impact of his ministry and that of our digital team has been wonderful. Thank you, Abe, for all you and your team has done during the past few months to make the gospel known among the Jewish people. God bless you as you share.
Mitch, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to speak about digital ministry. To everyone else, shalom. My name is Abe Vazquez, and I'm the Director of Digital Media for Chosen People Ministries, and I'm also the host of our weekly podcast called Our Hope. I'm coming to you from my New York City apartment where my wife and I have been cooped up since March. I think we can all agree that the last few months have been extraordinarily difficult. For our ministry in particular, it has been challenging. Our ministry, after all, relies heavily on the gathering of people, congregations, Bible studies, one-on-one meetings in coffee shops. Shalom, New York, where we mobilize volunteers to evangelize to people on the streets of New York, and we've extended that to Boston and to Philly. Our Outreach Israel program that takes young adults to Israel. See, all of these things are based on human interaction and the gathering of people. But this pandemic has really forced us to really think through what ministry really means. The past few months have given us an opportunity to really stretch our capabilities and to reach people where we've never reached them before, in their homes. Now, we're not trying to replace the methods that I mentioned before, and those things will continue to exist and flourish. But we wanted to take the tools that we had and really try to figure out a way to share the gospel with people, even throughout this pandemic. So we produced more videos. We brought the prophet Isaiah to life through our animated Facebook ad. We launched our podcast, Our Hope. We kept you up to date with what was happening in the ministry in our weekly prayer videos by Dr. Mitch Glazer. We held our first ever virtual Messiah in the Passover presentation. We gathered pastors and academics together to talk about what the Bible says about pestilence and plagues and pandemics. We gathered students of the Bible to listen to Dr. Craig Keener on how to look at the Bible and the New Testament through Jewish eyes. And most recently, we worshiped together as Mishpocha, family, in our first ever virtual Messianic concert.
And he shall reign over all the earth. He shall reign over all the earth. He shall reign over all the earth. He shall.
Will I perish? Who can say?
Still at this time we cannot keep silent. We will stand. We will pray.
And as I wrap up my time with you, I'd like to read a story about someone who came to faith through our digital efforts. We're going to call her Mia. So Mia messaged us on our Facebook page saying that she was Jewish and was hoping to speak with someone about Jesus. She had expressed great concern regarding her new consideration that Jesus is the Messiah, and what does that mean for her Jewish identity? You see, Mia was raised by her German immigrant grandparents, and she even made Aliyah to Israel many years ago. But she came back to live in the States. She was seeking comfort and affirmation that a life with Jesus didn't mean she had to give up being Jewish. She continued following our page, and she asked a lot of questions, and one of our team members listened to her and answered all of those questions. After our team members sent her an article from our website addressing the prophecies that point to Jesus in the Old Testament, Mia said, "I can no longer deny that Yeshua must be the Messiah." After a few weeks of discussion and reading our resources, she and her husband began reading the Gospels together. Our team members continues to email her back and forth and has sent her a study on Isaiah 53 for her and her husband to explore together. You see, when we produce things for social media, or in the web for that matter, we are casting a very large net to an even larger audience. And even to just see one Jewish person come to faith as a result of these digital efforts, it's made it all worth it. So we continue to press on and do what God has called us to do for the sake of bringing the gospel to the Jewish people. So thank you to everyone who supports our mission. We could not do what we do without your prayers and your support. Shalom and God bless you.